My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Oh, it's not it.
What's going on, guys? It's the Barker Boys here.
What's up?
With another Madden 20 video, and today we actually have a different kind of video that we're going to bring to you guys. It's a problem that everybody deals with on a regular basis, but
This time we kind of went to an extreme.
and it's getting really, really old. Like at this point, like people, I just don't understand it. Like I just don't understand it because these people aren't. It's just a game, bro. Like it's just a game, and I know we all like to have fun on here, and I'm just as guilty as getting frustrated, especially in weekend league games and stuff like that. But I never ever send a message directly to somebody after a game first.
Especially if you lose. What's the point of telling someone they're bad after you just lost them?
Right. And then, but not only that, like, how are you so salty that you're going to message me about losing or even about winning? Like, I'm not going to rub it in someone's face when I beat them. Like, that's not who I am. I'm not going to just directly message you out of nowhere if you beat me or I beat you. I'm not going to do it. Neither will either of these two.
The only thing that I would say is GG.
Yeah, I've seen GG. This kid sent GG before. But I don't even do that because I don't even want to start. I don't even want to open the door to toxicity. But with that being said, I want to show you guys some examples of what I'm talking about because this stuff, honestly, it needs to stop because there's children that play these games. My kids play these games. You're not just messaging grown men. And not only that, you're not even acting like a grown man, your dang self. Like, this is frustrating. So if you see something on here that offends you from me, I'm sorry. If you see something that offends you from somebody else, I hope you take it to heart and realize that this wasn't something that we intended on or wanted to start in any way, shape, or form. But this is the result of literally games that really literally mean nothing. Like, okay, so Rat's uncle right here, you can see it on the screen. I just beat him today. It was a head-to-head seasons game. I kind of get it because as you can see here, I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. What he said, I don't get at all, but I understand why he was frustrated. However, he's lost 3 games in a row. He's number 14 in the leaderboard, so he is good. I mean, he's obviously good.
And as you can see, he does play quite a bit. He has 2,000 games played so far.
Yeah. Or 1,200, right?
Yeah.
Or no, 2,000 together, yeah.
Losses, yeah.
Yeah, he has over 2,000 games played, right? You can see us on the bottom there. We're not even close to that. Not even close to that. And that's relevant for what I'm about to show you.
But we still have kind of the same ratio because it goes 600, 400, and then 12,000 to 800. So it's kind of like the same ratio.
Yeah, so if we had that many games, ours would probably look the same as his.
Yeah.
If we continued on the pace that we're on now. Right. Okay, so with that being said, and I know every time when that little message comes through and it says someone's added you, whatever, so-and-so's added you to this or whatever. To a group. You're like, oh, here it comes. But you don't expect this, right? Because obviously they're normally salty and stuff like that. So this is the first message that was received. Obviously he says he's a big fan. I say thank you.
To point out that GG was from a long time ago when we played him in the past. So that wasn't from them.
Trey had played him before. He won. He said GG. The guy didn't say anything back. So whatever. Anyway, I didn't say anything today. I was just going about my business. But it was right after that I saw the thing pop in saying so-and-so's messaging you or whatever. I came to this. And I saw this, so I was like, oh, cool. At least I'm so glad he's not being toxic for once. There's someone on here not being toxic.
And he was actually about to send that message. I'm so happy that you're not toxic.
I literally was saying it. I was in the middle of saying, I'm so happy you aren't a toxic person because that's all I've gotten lately, and it literally is. And so, as a result, after I say what I say, that I had fun playing with you, this is what he tells us. JK, your YouTube sucks, your content is garbage, and you're never going to get big. You were lucky I was running the ball the whole game. I said, of course, you're toxic. you're salty because you lost and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you guys can read. So then it continues. So I'm sure you guys have read it so far. He says, you want to play again? I said, yeah, I bet I'm sure we'll match up again. I beat you twice now. I've got nothing to prove to you. And then he says what he says right there. And so right there, that's where the line is completely drawn for me. Like, we shouldn't even be having this conversation to begin with, okay? I would not be having this conversation with you at all. I wouldn't even have messaged you. But you say this about my kids and about me. And I want to let you know, in my family, I'm dealing with, there's people all around me that have cancer. Tons of people, like, and that are really, really important to me. So that really messed with me, honestly, because there's a lot of family members right now that are dealing with this kind of stuff. And my wife is not happy at all. And she couldn't even believe that all I said was what I said right here, okay? Because she thought I should have said something more and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to be like him. And I don't want to, like, I'm trying to tell him it's just a game, bro. But I'm sorry if you're offended by anything that I've said.
I hope that you guys can understand, like, obviously there's going to be frustration, so he has to say at least something.
Yeah, obviously I was mad. Like, I was getting mad, and especially when he said that, like, that really, like, on a whole other level. Like, I never want my kids to go through something like that. I don't want my family going through stuff like that, and they already are. Like, it's terrible. And then he proceeds to keep going too. And then, so I decide on my last message, because I'm blown away at this point. I try to diffuse it the best I can. I'm not gonna go back and forth and do tit for tat with this guy, but this is the kind of stuff that no one needs to act like this.
And I don't really know how you're gonna call somebody a no life when you've already played double the games that we have, us three as a whole, but you're yourself and you've played 2 times the amount of games as we have.
Yeah. He says that I have no life because I play video games with my kids all day, when he has more than what? Yeah, double.
Yeah.
Double the amount of games that we've played, and all 3 of us play the game. So, I just don't even understand it. So
that really makes sense.
With that being said, like, I don't know how you can get that mad. Like, I get frustrated, and I'll even yell in this house. Like, I'll be like, man, streaming. Sometimes I even say things that I shouldn't say, but I'm not going to say it to somebody and, like, try to tell them that they deserve cancer and all that kind of stuff. Like, I say, like, the S word or even the F word sometimes, you know what I mean, when I'm playing a game. But only the people in my house hear that, and sometimes they don't even hear it because they're not even around me. But what I'm trying to say is yes, I understand frustration in the game, but I don't understand this at all. I don't understand this. Like, there's no...
be a sick human being to say stuff like this.
Really? Like, you are... I don't know what kind of human being you are, but you're not a good one. And so, with that being said, I hope at some point he makes a turn. In this household, we pray, so I'll pray for him. And, like, honestly, like, that's not... I can't stand it anymore. This is all I see. That's some of the worst. But there's one right here that just happened the other day to me. Yeah, that was the first message. I knew it was coming, and I knew it was going to be toxic. And this is a draft champions game, okay? A draft champions game. Like, your season's not on the line or nothing. Oh, and mind you, the game before that, there was no playoff on his part or anything.
Yeah.
So
that's what you said, head-to-head season game.
It was just a seasons game. That's it. So I wonder if that's the kind of stuff he says to every single person that beats him, because that's what, 1,000 people or something like that. Like, that's crazy. So this was before I got that message, so this was one of the most toxic people I've encountered on here. As you can see what I said, I tried to give him some pointers about the game. You know, I tell him what I use and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna tell him that his kids deserve cancer and stuff like that or anything. Like, these guys are approaching me, seriously. And then, like, to be honest, I know exactly what kind of person you are, because I know if I saw you in person, you would run the other way.
You wouldn't say anything.
You wouldn't say nothing. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. So, and that's why to me it's just a waste of time. So, I'm not gonna run my mouth and blah 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 and do this internet tough guy crap. I'm tired of it, and that's what I'm trying to get to. There's kids that play these games. There's adults that play these games, and people, when they're an adult and they play this game, they want to play with people that act like adults. I've played with children on here that act like more of adults than these guys. Honestly, my kids act like more of adults than these guys, and that is sad. That really is sad, and not on their part, on theirs. So, I just wanted to let you guys know. I know you guys experience this all the time. If you guys have any comments or anything, I kind of want this to go big, honestly, because there's a lot of people in the community that can't stand this kind of stuff, and I'm sick of it. So if you guys can get the word out, spread this video out on your Twitters or whatever, I'd really appreciate it. I am trying to put this guy on blast, but I'm looking for a better result overall. I don't want to have to deal with guys like this anymore.
We're trying to make the community better as a whole.
Yeah.
There's not as much toxicity everywhere. After a head-to-head seasons game, even.
Seriously. And like my son said, even over a weekend league game, that's not the kind of behavior you should show on here. Or be, even if you're thinking that in your head, like, just let it stay there. Or say it out loud to yourself, whatever, I don't know. But why would you send this? My kids can read this. Like, we could have been recording a video right then, and I wasn't. And I'm actually, whatever, I don't care. I would have liked you guys to see the game because it was close and I won and it was good. But we went to the messages, so we weren't able to save it, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't even matter. The point is, there is no game that's worth saying the kind of stuff that's being said on here anymore. There really isn't. And it's Madden, guys. So I hope Madden 21, people aren't acting like this. And if they are, there's something being done about it. But I want you guys to let us know if you guys experience this kind of stuff, or if you guys are with me on this, because I'm sick of it. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. You guys got anything else to say?
No. Don't be toxic.
Stop being toxic. Like, who cares? Like, move on to the next game. For all you know, we might match up in a day later and you're going to beat me. Like, who cares?
Well, we're not going to message you. We're not going to message you even if you do.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not. So, I hope people learn from this if they're like that, and I hope that others are seeing the message that I'm kind of trying to send here, because it's not right what's happening out here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you get all of our videos. And until next time, peace.